What distinguishes productive from less productive derivational morphemes? Imagine building words like stacking blocks. Some blocks fit easily and can be used over and over, while others are more limited. That's what makes some derivational morphemes more useful than others. Derivational morphemes are tiny parts added to words to create new ones. They can be prefixes or suffixes, like adding ness to kind to make kindness, or eyes to modern to for modernize. These small bits change the meaning or part of speech of the original word. Now, the key difference between productive and less productive derivational morphemes is how freely they can be used to make new words. Productive morphemes are like universal tools. They can be added to many different words, including new or made-up ones. For example, able can turn almost any verb into an adjective. You can say readable, washable, or even fleabable if you invent a new verb called fleab. This shows how flexible and widely used these morphemes are. On the flip side, less productive morphemes are more like specialized tools. They only work with certain words and are not used to make new words often. For example, some suffixes used to turn verbs into adjectives only work with specific verbs. You might say famous from fame, but you wouldn't create a new word like famish because that suffix isn't very flexible. These morphemes have restrictions based on their meaning or the words they attach to. In simple terms, productive derivational morphemes are like the Swiss Army knives of language. They can be used in many situations and help create new words easily. Less productive ones are more like specialized tools, used only in certain cases and not for inventing new words. Knowing which morphemes are productive helps us see how language keeps growing. When we see eyes being used to turn modern into modernize, we understand how new words can enter the language. It shows how language adapts and expands by using these flexible building blocks. For example, you can say the instructions are readable, using able to describe something that can be read. But you wouldn't say fleabish if ish is less productive and doesn't easily form new words. This difference explains why some suffixes are so common and others are rare in new word creation. In the end, the main thing that sets productive from less productive derivational morphemes is their ability to be used broadly and freely. This helps explain how languages grow and how new words come into use, making our vocabulary richer and more adaptable.